I got her from Campbelltown Pound. Her name's Ruby. She's 11. She's a boxer.
That's an old dog to adopt.
Yeah, I couldn't leave her there because I love boxers.
Ruby and her new mum, Sue Thompson, seem to be getting along pretty well. So, what's Ruby's story?
All I know is the owner was going to come and pick her up in 3 days.
Right.
She never turned up. They rang up. She said financially she can't afford it. So she was put up for adoption.
Okay. But old dogs often don't get adopted, do they?
No.
It's the end of the road for them after a while.
Yes.
So what prompted you to adopt Ruby?
Well, my daughter sent me an email
Yep.
with the picture. And I hummed it hard for a day. So I went down and had a look at her, and that was it. I
Fell in love.
Fell in love with her.
Are you a softie?
A little bit. 2 boxers I am.
It's an unfortunate fact of life that more often than not, very little is known about the thousands of dogs that are surrendered each year, or the paperwork doesn't quite agree with the facts.
Well, on the paperwork it said that she wasn't desexed. So they sent her to the clinic they use. They opened her up and found out she was.
Which is actually a good thing.
Yeah. Gave her worm tablets, tested her for heartworm and everything, and that come back clear. I brought her into work because I work at Animal Referral Hospital at Homebush, and I got some bloods done, and I got a vet to check her all over, and we found 2 lumps.
Okay.
Well, that didn't turn out good.
But Sue is taking that all in her stride. She knows many older dogs come with, well, you could call it baggage, and is not as bothered about the potential cost of care as you might expect, but she does have something to say about the cost of adopting older dogs.
My gripe is, because you take an older dog from a pound, it should be less money.
It's one of the reasons that they don't get adopted, isn't it?
Exactly, because it's too dear.
Yeah.
When they're senior, they should be at least half price.
So if we can come up with some kind of a formula like an aged pension almost. So pensioners get, if they can't work, get paid. And it's means tested and all the rest of it. Well, our dogs are means tested as in, well, I need somewhere to live.
Yes.
So help me.
Help me. Okay. So they should cut the price back. And this is why there's a lot of dogs put down at pounds, because most of them are seniors. And people don't want to take that responsibility on with a senior dog because there could be health problems, which I found out, but I don't care.
Well, we know in Sue Thompson's hands, Ruby will now have a forever home. Good food, good company and great medical care. But what of the thousands of other dogs literally stuck in pounds because people think they're too old to adopt or can't afford to get them out? Mel Isaacs from Team Dog.
Isn't she amazing? It's such a lovely story that she took this older dog on and has found that she does need some medical care and is committed to her. That's wonderful. I think she makes a really good point about fees for older dogs. I do think a lot of pounds and shelters need to start looking at the best way to get dogs out the door. And for older dogs, sometimes there's going to be a lot of people that are less likely to look at them and consider adopting them. So reducing fees for them. And I mean, you can counteract it. You can pop an extra $50 on a cute little puppy. You know, people are going to pay that if you're worried about the funding for your shelter. I'm with her.
But is the problem really the cost of adopting or something else?
The biggest thing that stuck out for me in that, though, was the mention of the previous owner who couldn't afford to collect her dog and take or his dog home. You know, obviously it's been a good outcome for this dog and that's great, but it may not have been. And there was really no need for that dog to stay in the shelter or to need to be rehomed. It had a home, clearly a home that loved that dog. I mean, the dog was desexed. I presume it was in good condition other than the couple of lumps that were developing. My big question would be, why wasn't the pound prioritising getting that dog back home to its original owners?
Team Dog is a registered charity whose main aim is to liaise with pounds on behalf of owners to get dogs home rather than be surrendered because owners can't afford to pay at that time. They do a lot more, which we'll tell you about in a future story. Right now, though, Ruby is one of the luckier ones thanks to her new mum, Sue. So what's your opinion? How can we help solve the pound dog issue for good?